Hey there. We are going to be playing some Erannorth Chronicles. This is actually my first video on the game. I really like this game. It has a lot of complicated things that can seem a little overwhelming. Well, could be a little overwhelming for a new player. So I thought it might be fun to just make a super basic character, run through the lowest difficulty, and just kind of like a new player, if you're not sure if you want to get this game or feeling overwhelmed, here's a real basic build you could try. So I'm not going to go too into detail over all of the stuff of making a character, but to just be really basic, I'm going to pick no organization. I'm just going to be a human, whatever this top option is. Um, I get some cards, and I like human because each different race has a minimum deck size that goes from 20, 24 to 30. And generally, the lower the cards in your deck, the less complicated it will end up being. So the lower maximum card counts are a little easier to learn, I feel. So they're super basic. And then same thing for races. It goes from 20, 24, 30, 35. So I'm just going to pick mercenary, bodyguard, top one. Different specializations. Maybe I'll get more into all that different stuff, but we're just making a super easy character. Um, then you have a bunch of choices for background. These first two are good, just general for any character. I like memories from past life. You get to draw one more card every turn, and you get additional points for character creation. What I do for character creation, we're making a mercenary, which is a melee type. So these are generally like your spellcasting abilities, willpower, intellect, charisma, and strength, agility, resistance. Usually I dump resistance because HP. Let's see, if I put all my points into it, I have 57 HP. If I drop them all down, it only goes down to 52. So usually resilience is my dump stat, and then intellect I like to get to 14 because you get plus one hand size. So that means you draw one more card in a turn. So even though I'm a warrior, it will still be helpful. Charisma is not important. Willpower and agility, they both determine the starting amount of actions you have. So 11 is a good number, and then I'll probably dump them into strength. But for starting out with a new character, uh, I I recommend trying to just go with 3 skills. It looks like we're gonna have a little bit more than 3 here, which is fine. So let's just drop intimidate and diplomacy can be a little bit more complicated, and we're just going to make a punch you in the face type warrior guy. So let's drop those, have these, and then let's just put the rest into strength. And then I have 1 point left. I'll put it into agility. I have one here, but because this isn't my first character, I have a mastery point for playing these. So I'm just going to leave the 1 point and let it basically, be wasted, because if you were a new player, you wouldn't have that extra point. So then always make sure to pick a starting kit. It's gear you start with. Um, I like, I think it's kind of personal preference. I just like the heavy axe because it's like a big old axe, so that's cool. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Let me back up. I forgot you can put points into these right away. So let's put some into those, and then do that. Yeah. Well, let's do this. So that way we start out with 18 strength. Okay. So we got our kit, our details. There is a mod you can download so you can use enemy portraits. So I like it because it gives you a lot of different choices. I like this guy. And we'll name him Warrior. Super original. Oh, I wanted to leave 1 point, so let's do that. Okay, play. Oh, and then for the difficulty, we're going to just be playing on quest, which is gauntlet, kind of like Slay the Spire or whatever. It's just 3 stages. Should be pretty basic. So the first thing I do is I look at my starting deck and I see, okay, I can go down to 30 to 20 cards. I have 32 cards. I usually don't cut stuff right away. I usually do a battle or two and see what cards just aren't really living up to my standards. And then make sure you go to your character sheet. I have some extra points here because I took that background that gives me 2 extra. Maybe I also still have that other one, but whatever. And then equipped any equipment I have. I got a heavy axe and a horned helmet. And I'm not going to try to go too tutorially into everything, like this is what everything does, but I'll try to give some basic general ideas. All right, so we got 3 dudes here, and they're all basically attacking. So if we can, we want to try to either kill one or take it out of the fight or something. Let's do resolve to make our next action do more damage. And then heavy axe this guy because he's the squishiest. Look at that, he's already going to die because he's got bleed on him. And then these other 2 guys, let's buff our damage again. And quick slash. And then let's see, I'm down to 2. We can restore. We can quick slash. And then we can stun. Doesn't really matter. Let's check their resistances so you can hover over them. Okay, 25% chance to resist stun. So it doesn't really matter. We do have that retribution up. So when this dude attacks, he'll kill himself by hitting us. So let's try to stun the second one. Hey, look at that. So he attacks, he dies. He doesn't do nothing because he's stunned. He's going to die from that. So now I'm not going to pay a ton of attention because he's already about dead. But if it looks like the fight's basically won, you know, I'm in no danger of taking too much damage, then I'll look at my cards at the bottom where it says card level 0 max, and I'll level up. I'll work on leveling up cards that can level up. So heavy axe, adrenaline surge, and quick slash can all level up. So we will try to level those up by using those. Let's use that. And then none of these level up. Doesn't really matter which one I use. So sure, target practice. So hey, first fight down, not too bad. Get a book. I like Mark. Mark all enemies, that sounds pretty cool. Mark makes them take more damage from stuff. And it amplifies their swords. The pirate allies is kind of whatever. This is a good defensive card too. We already have 2 in our deck though, so we probably don't need guard duty. And then I like marksmanship because it's effortless, so it doesn't take your concentration that you have before you have so many cards you can play before they start costing more. But I don't think we need it right now. And then chaotic damage, clairvoyance. So I'm just going to go this one. I'm just going to throw it right into my deck. And then even though we're not in a battle here, I'm still able to play cards. So sometimes what I'll do is if I have cards that can level up, which it doesn't look like I have any in my hand, I'll play them here. Like I'm not going to heavy axe myself in the face, but if it was like, if I could level up resolve, I might play it here since my energy will regenerate anyway. So let's just go next.
This is terrible.
Oh, okay. This is terrible. Well, it's terrible for this guy, I think. Oh, what 1 off from killing him. So if we can draw our quick slash, when you kill someone with that, you cast quick slash again. So we'll maybe just wait on this guy. I really don't like this negotiate card. Gambit means randomly choose one of these effects. So it's like randomly he'll leave the battle because he'll be befriended. He'll get vulnerable and weakened, which is whatever, or I'll draw one, you know, which is fine. I mean, we'll use it just because. So we drew one, you know, which is fine. And a little Thunderbolt means, I think it's called a reaction card or something. Yeah, it's a reaction card. So if we play anything before we play this, it will get discarded. But I mean, draw 2 more cards and then our next card costs 2 more when we already have like a full hand. I I think it's fine. So see, so in that case, it was kind of whatever. Like I can see in clutch situations where you're like, oh man, I need to draw something because something bad's gonna happen, but I might end up cutting those after this battle. So let's shoot that guy, then move him back there. Let's resolve. And it looks like we're going to take a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. And then we can't fit in both of these. Let's see what we have in our backpack. I didn't even check. So we have some stuff to heal ourselves and then some stuff to make our cards do more damage. So if we grab this, it will cost 1. Okay, I don't think it's worth it right now. So let's just attack this guy. Oh, let's see. Liquid Courage, add Ale to deck. Amplify and Strain. So this is kind of neat. Even though we'll waste the synergy effect, we'll still add a card to our deck. And I like Ale because it's restore AP, and your energy can be kind of rough early on. So we'll play that. Okay, so they flank and attack, but they didn't even break through our defense. So we have this reaction card, Block, which is really good. 1 cost. Next thing gives vulnerable and it gives us defend. I'm down with that. Then sure, let's put it on this guy. Heavy axe. Oh, his concealment blocked it. Concealment gives you a chance to avoid damage. Oh, and that was all of our points, so I may have made a little mistake there, but that's okay. I forgot that your AP is kind of rough when you're first starting out. You don't have a lot to work with. All right, block. Favorable odds. Either vulnerable or deal damage, and then draw 1. Befriend. Okay, in this case, I guess this is okay here. Okay, good. So it triggered the befriend, so he just instantly died. Heavy axe? Maybe. If we liquid courage, these will cost 4. So let's just hit him with an axe. There we go, and he's dead. And then let's discard those. Okay, let's look for any cards to level up. We can level up that one and that one. Oh, we have to cast it on something, but it's just vulnerable too, and we're going to lose all our defense anyway. Oh, and the defend makes up for it, so we'll hold on to this restore AP, and let's cut those intuition cards. It just doesn't seem like we need a ton of. We'll keep one of those in there. And then I don't feel like we need this, because I feel like right now we're kind of... I feel like early on you're energy starved, but later on you're able to put in more draw stuff. You have more energy than things you can do. So let's go with that. And then I don't like having this many reaction cards, because if you draw 2 of them in your hand, one of them is going to get discarded. So we can probably bump that down. So we're 5 cards over where I like to be. Sometimes I'll go over some if I have a lot of draw or I just can't choose, but I really don't like target practice. I feel like because it's ranged, it's more expensive, so it can hit flying things, but you don't run into a ton of flying things. I guess it deals damage and then deals damage to 2 other targets. It's all right. We'll cut it down 1. And then same with Quick Slash. I'm not a huge fan of Quick Slash, but hey, that looks good. All right, I like keeping these cards, the AP and the Retribution. Let's see this dude's wares. I like Heavy Hammer, which we're 15 off from being able to afford, because a weapon that has stun is awesome. The shield's okay, but we're already using a two-hand. Phoenix feathers are super cheap, and why not? You know, just in case an emergency. And then we don't need rations. We don't need to rest, so whatever. And oh man, sometimes I like to keep all the liquid courages so I can use a bunch of them, and do like a bunch of bashes in a row. So let's keep those. I like this hand. Oh, 4 guys. All right, so let's. These are gonna strain us, so we might want to save these for like near the end, so we don't run out of cards. So let's challenge. It's gonna do damage to someone overturns. Let's do it to that guy. Heavy axe. Let's do this guy because he doesn't have a resistance to it. Let's do resolve and then heavy axe. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We should probably get some defense. So let's do that. Oh yeah, we have this restore thing too. Okay. Ooh, we can do resolve to give our next attack bonus damage, and then smack them with this, and then it buffs, it amplifies our crush even more. So we do it again. Ugh. And then it amplifies it even more, and we have this last one. Probably survive, probably survive. This thing will do damage to him over turns, but I think it's fine to just kill him now if we can. So see, that's why I like to keep the like the liquid courage and the mug cards, the bludgeoning beginning cards, because they work very well with each other. That guy killed himself on a retribution. All right, so this battle's over. Let's just level up cards. Quick slash, heavy axe, and let's hold on to these adrenaline surges for the next battle. Oh, this heals us, so let's use that too. All right, and then I don't care about that. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. I don't care about that. So these locked chests are rough. Different skills will let you open them up. Combat is one of them. So let's see. Actually, I think we have a couple of those extra points, but you can't raise your skills higher than your current level. So we'll just leave it at 3 for now. Oh yeah, I didn't spend our beginning points either, but sometimes I'm okay with that because I kind of like don't know what I want to go for right away. So I'm not gonna super worry about it right now. Try to keep a decent hand. Okay, let's block. Let's mark them, and then let's hit them with the axe. Adrenaline surge. This will let us attack with the next card we play after it. So let's put on him. I like this. Get defend, get retribution, and do damage. Okay. Draw a card. Damage. Oh, I guess the little scroll thing means that it won't synergize, so oh well. Hey, this guy's gonna summon someone. I don't want that. Oh, didn't work. Oh well. He dies to my retribution. He's gonna die 4 to 18. Do I want to do anything before I do that to ensure I get it to go on him? I don't know. Let's risk it. Let's see what happens. 1 off. Okay. Sure. Well, actually, let's we can do our mug trick. So we'll move that over there. Let's see if we can stun this guy. Okay. So all we have to do is kill this guy, and then next turn we can do the mug trick. So do I have anything to level up? No. So I'll just hit that guy. And I'm going to keep Taunt, but get rid of that one. All right. Mercy, just to level it up. And then I kind of want to keep these now for the boss stage, which is next. So let's do Taunt, Heavy Axe. Next. Let's get rid of that. All right, Kyle Thorn. Let's see. Should we just start bashing them? So this lady is going to give me a card that I can play and lose 10 gold, and she's just out of the battle. I think this guy's a little bit of a bigger threat now. This guy's doing something unknown, though, which I'm not a super fan of. Let's see what we got in here. So I feel like we could get away with playing one of these. So let's draw that. And let's do Taunt into... Should we just start bashing them? Sure. Well, I kind of want to kill this guy first. I feel like this guy's going to be a bit scarier. We have the restore AP, so I'm okay if this is strain, because this is like amplify and damage, and then it's also going to do damage because of the synergy of plus damage. So I'm cool with that. And then just bash them up, bash them, bash them. I guess we don't need to use this. Oh, he's not quite dead, but he's not looking great. And we'll just hold on to that for next turn. So a little bit of damage there. 10 gold is nothing, so I feel like I could just throw it to her, but she's also like not really scary, and this guy's almost dead, so I'm not going to worry about it. It is a reaction, so it's important to note when she uses that, you have to make sure you don't like try to do other stuff, and then you're like, okay, well shoot, I couldn't deal for her. You know, you have to decide right away if you're going to deal for her or not. So I'm not going to worry about it. Let's do plus damage. And let's axe this guy. Okay, not quite dead. Let's just use this to kill him. Cool, books. What do we got? Another heightened senses. We already have 3, so we can't take it. Mark and slashing, that's cool. So this is defined as cheaper than other stuff, but it makes us lose our defend, but also makes us lose our vulnerable. So that can be helpful for a berserker deck if you have a lot of cards that make you cause vulnerable on yourself. But I don't think we're going to go for that. So I think just another No Mercy works for me. Deck. Oh, we get to Vic too. Okay, then I will grab one of these two just in case. Let's just put it in our stash though. And what's this? Shoot an arrow, does more damage, but it's a reaction. I don't like to put too many reactions in my deck. Accuracy is cool. I like Mark, anything that makes us do more damage. We have Intimidate, so this does like a lot of effects. So I think I'm gonna go for this. Alright, take some pain. Oh, not even, she died. Alright, and hey, that's the first floor complete. I think I'm gonna stop the video here and do a different video for the next floor. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some stuff. And I'll go through floor 2 and 3 and complete this. And if you like what you see, or you want to see a certain build or whatever, you know, maybe I'll eventually get into the crazier builds and stuff. But I'm happy. I feel like this is a good introduction, you know, all that jazz. I hope you enjoyed it too.